Our group is named Beauties and the Beast, and we decided to make a rich media project for the decision-making module. At the beginning of the semester, in a large lecture hall of unfamiliar faces, we were given the task of forming into groups. Nate and Katie knew each other from the VCT program, while Anna, Jenna, Olivia, and Taylor all knew each other from other classes. We combined forces, and we named our team Beauties and the Beast. Anna volunteered to be the team leader, and we jumped right into the course content. During the first few weeks of class, we worked through Tugman's stages of development. While working on the first team summary, we were working on the same document, but everyone was pretty much working independently. We were still in the forming stage, but we were transitioning to storming. As weeks went by, we morphed from being a group to working together like a team. We were more dependent on each other, and each person worked on something they were strong at. After we got to the third module, we had progressed to the norming stage. We could count on each other to get the work done and have the content be complete to the standards that we needed. The semester moved on, and we were given the big project of the class, a choice between a rich media project or a service project. Since Nate and Katie are VCT majors, we went with the rich media presentation. We took the decision-making module and brought it to life. This was the last module we covered. The first step was to look at the script and make any edits we thought were necessary. We all made slight changes to the script, but pretty much kept to the original one. Then we started brainstorming on what our project would look like. This was mostly up to the VCT majors because they knew what was possible and what we could accomplish as a team together. At first, we thought we would create a live-action video with actors from the theater department. We then realized that college students' lives are hard to plan around, and getting 10 to 15 people in the same location at the same time would be a difficult task. We went back to the drawing board and moved on to our plan B. We resorted to a voiceover of the scripts. We needed one person per character, but we didn't have to worry about all the details that would have been necessary for a live-action video. Props, costumes, actors, and a location didn't need to be planned. This made the logistics of the recording session a lot simpler. Because these videos could be used in future classes, an important but usually overlooked aspect is a talent release form. We had the 2 extra people who helped by voicing a character sign these forms. All it does is basically say that they don't have any ownership of our final product. Everyone met in a quiet room in the union, and we read through the scripts. Nate was recording our voices. During this first recording session, we got through about half of the script and realized this was a much more achievable project. This night, those that weren't a VCT major got to realize what it's like to be behind the scenes of a project like this. Nate took the recordings into special software to edit the audio. Since we were all girls that were recording our voices and some of the parts were guys, Nate lowered the pitch of our voices. He also had to do some other minor edits like shortening audio clips and sorting out through the bloopers. While the audio was being edited, Katie was drawing the characters in Photoshop. It took about 8 hours to draw all the characters and create the individual compositions. Each separate body part was on its own layer, so they could be easily manipulated. Here you see her drawing tablet on the left. It makes it feel like you're drawing on real paper. After the characters were drawn, she arranged the characters and put them into their individual scenes. There were emails in the script too, so she photoshopped some compositions and manipulated the screenshots to make them look like they were the different situations from the script. Nate then took the audio and visuals and edited them together to create the final clips. Once we got to this step, we were very grateful that we chose to do a voiceover instead of a live-action video. Our first plan would have required a lot more editing to match up the audio and with the actors' mouths. We would have had to cut out a lot more errors too. The final step in our project was exporting the clips and uploading them to YouTube. It was really exciting to see this project on such a widely used site like this. We put so much time and energy coordinating and creating this rich media project, and even though we strayed from our original idea, we're very happy with the results. We believe that although we drifted from this original plan, our visual representation of the decision-making module will be beneficial for future students. This course has a lot of reading that is done online, and by changing up the delivery aspect of the script, our rich media project will give the students a break. There are 3 different ways that students can learn: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Visual learners comprehend best when graphs, maps, pictures, or videos are involved. Auditory learners retain more information when they hear the content. Kinesthetic learners understand when the content is taught with a hands-on approach. Our project combines the auditory and visual learning styles. It was important for us to keep this in mind while working on our project because we know that students learn in different ways. If and when our videos are used in future sections of this course, students can read through the content or utilize our clips. This whole process was a huge learning process for our team. Being visual communication technology students, Katie and Nate got to apply a lot of different techniques we learned in class. We learned that being flexible is a quality that is essential to a big project like this. The TLEP majors in our group got to apply the concepts that they learned in class too. A huge part of this project was planning details, sticking to a schedule, staying organized, and coordinating the many moving parts. A lot of event planning ideas and techniques transfer over to project management. This type of project brought to life a lot of other aspects we covered in class. The major theme that we all learned was how to work efficiently with others that had different knowledge, skills, and abilities. This is a skill that we will have to use when we enter the workforce after graduation.